Hey there, cosmonauts, and welcome to another Cooking with Cos. This one's actually inspired by commodities, where they gave us a bunch of fresh tomatoes. And a while back, when I had been growing tomatoes at the end of the season, you kind of need ideas for them. And I came across this tomato leek soup recipe, and I believe it was from Martha Stewart. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right, so the quickest way to do this is actually slice it down the middle, and then you can core out a little chunk, and then set it cut side down on your pan. Now the leeks, and we want to take off a little bit of the root as possible, but yeah, give it a clean cut sort of thing. This is actually where the most dense part of the nutrient of your vegetables is in the root, but you want to get a fresh clean cut. And then let's cut this into thin slices, and really we're only going to cut into the green a little bit. Mostly what we're trying to get is the white parts. And one more, because we are going to be kind of blending this up. And then what we want to do is give the bust off the rings, so that any sand and stuff that may be in there can actually come out. Oh yeah, I actually forget that if you half it, it goes a lot quicker. Get them in there and rinsing out. Oh, let's skip that one. After you give them a soaking and let all the sand kind of drop to the bottom, just spread it around. Now that the tomatoes and stuff have grilled or have roasted for actually an hour until they're tender, they say to take the skins off the tomatoes with the tongs. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to go ahead and try to get the skins off. And actually that does work pretty good. You just give it a little squeeze and a shake, and the skin comes off pretty easily. Yeah, I find sometimes using my non-dominant hand makes delicate processes easier. Now we're going to add some vegetable stock to it. Not sponsored by. We're going to bring that to a boil, then reduce it to a simmer for 10 minutes, and then it'll almost be soup time. Alright, so now that we brought the vegetables and everything to a boil, what we're going to do is start to blend some of this to get it down to a creamy texture. I actually overfilled this getting stuff out. Yeah, I guess there's just no easy way about it. And looks like I'm going to have to do a number of these blends. But after the first one, it should be a lot easier. So, I don't know about you, but nothing goes better with a tomato soup than a grilled cheese sandwich. But there is a reason why they call the Ecovillage Camp Bougie, and we're going to show you that today with our grilled cheese. First of all, it's going to be a little step up from grilled cheese. It's also going to have mushrooms and onions with some Gouda as the grilled cheese. And yeah, so let's get started. Got to chop this onion up first. Easiest way to chop an onion for me, I've found, is a swoop. Slice it down the middle. Cut off the ends. And then you can peel that first layer back. And sometimes I like to even just kind of run wow, I need to find my knife sharpener. Run a quick cut across that first layer so that when you do pull it back, especially on a big onion like this, it has that relief point and can actually tear off. And again, just cut the last little bit of that root off. Try to leave that little nubby there. That is the most nutrient-rich part of this. And then, what I like to do is just give it a... Actually, you know what? We're going to be caramelizing this pretty far down, so let's just cut this thinly and get it done and over with. Oh yeah, especially because the onions are going to make me cry today. This. Put some avocado oil in it. Put a good dusting. Or a good coating, I guess, not dusting. And I'm going to cut these one more time just to make it a little bit easier to break down. Yeah, I should have waited before putting these in, but oh well. I do like to buy the mushrooms pre-sliced. It makes things a lot quicker. It's starting to break down a little bit. Now we'll add in the mushrooms. And anytime that you add a new ingredient, you should really salt and pepper season it. It brings out the flavor of everything. So I was able to find this bread on sale. It's a everything Italian bread roll. Because it was a day old, it's a little bit more sturdy and it was cheaper. And then what we're going to do, let's go ahead and kind of square up this. Okay. What we're going to do is split that in half. Cheese on one half, the other half on the other half. Then we're going to take some mushroom and onion mix and put that on there. Mash that together a bit. Let's get this going and getting hot, because that's really kind of the key to a good grilled cheese is making sure that the griddle is nice and hot, and as well as putting a good amount of butter, or in this case a garlic spread that I'm going to use on this, because yeah, we are going to bougie it up as much as possible. And you know what? Let's go ahead and put that on there. That, because this is just take a look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Yum, yum, yum. It's been a minute since I've had it. And yeah, Alien was supposed to stop by. I invited him for dinner, but he didn't show up. Man, that tomato soup is delicious, I must say. And now, yep, that delicious. Wow, that was really good. Really good. And look at this. Oh, so almost lost that. But I got quick reflexes. And I think with that, before I spill any more of this, peace, love, and all that hippie jazz.
Send Carl some money on PayPal so he can buy himself something to eat. Then he won't have to sell his body to Albanian men on the street. We're broke hippies living out in the desert, no money and no shoes. And he may smoke the